Welcome to Grimmy World. We're here for Dunkin' Donuts versus Tim Hortons. We're comparing basically everything that they have in common. We got a bunch of breakfast foods and we got a dozen donuts that they both had today. This meal is about to be, I think 13,000 calories. I have no idea if I can do this. Things got added on and the people at Tim Hortons were so nice and wonderful, and they gave me these Timbits to try. Like, things just got a little out of hand with this, but I am excited to eat this. So we're not gonna wait any longer. We're gonna start off with the coffees. I got iced coffee, no ice, black. Dunkin' Donuts. Pretty bitter, tastes like butt. Not bad, passable as coffee. Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is a little less bitter. Still tastes like coffee, but it doesn't have that coppery, well, I just licked pennies taste to it like Dunkin' does. Tim Hortons is the winner. Now, I'm gonna go right into the hash browns because the hash browns are the first thing to go. So we have Dunkin' Donuts hash browns, or Tim Hortons hash browns. Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons? Let's do Tim's. Now, the hash browns are a bit chilled from sitting around while I set up. So I really can't give a good accurate rating on the hash brown itself if you would get it fresh. It's really only a mid for me right now. But you know, if it was crunchy, it's not crunchy anymore. It's all soggy. They've been sitting. It's not their fault. So now we're gonna try Dunkin'. The seasoning on Dunkin's is actually nice, but again, not crispy, soggy. Could be because they were sitting. Hard to say. I would say in this situation, Dunkin's gonna win. Strictly because both are soggy, but the Dunkin' has a little bit of seasoning on it, which really makes it. Now, they gave me 2 orders by accident. All right. All right, maybe I can start moving some of these donuts back into the frame. All right. I think I don't really have much choice. I think I'm gonna start with the avocado toast. Tim's versus Dunkin', avocado toast. I'm gonna start with Tim's because they slice it in half. So here's Tim's avocado toast. It definitely feels a bit softer than Dunkin. They both have everything seasoning on it. Let's see how it is. It's pretty good. It has that, I don't know if it's the seasoning. Let me get another bite. Unfortunately, this has that sour avocado flavor. Which obviously ruins an avocado toast. But the bread was actually soft and delightful. I actually did like the bread. Now we have a Dunkin avocado toast. You can actually taste the bread on this one. The bread gives it nice flavor. You have the everything bagel seasoning, which is pretty standard. But again, the avocado is giving that sour avocado, sitting around too long avocado flavor. My honest opinion, I wouldn't get the avocado toast from either place ever again. No, both of their avocado toasts are sub 6. I'm pretty sure the sitting around waiting to set up was not what caused this to be like this. When I used to eat avocados regularly, they got like that from days of being old, not minutes of being old. So here's the other half of the avocado toast for Tim's. I don't know if I'm just getting used to the sour flavor or what, but this one doesn't taste as bad as the first one. I do like that the Tim's avocado toast, it kind of has, you can taste like the buttered toast underneath. I'm literally gonna say that's a draw, just because they both had sour avocado. You don't want that in avocado toast. They both lose. There was no winner on that one. I wouldn't get avocado toast from either location. Well, I guess the one way to see if they can make up for it . Everything bagel. The Dunkin' Donuts one, I believe it was a garden cream cheese. No, the Dunkin' Donuts had onion herb, or onion chives, but Tim's had a garden cream cheese. So the cream cheeses are a little bit different, but we'll see. I'm mainly going to judge this based on how hard the bagel is. The cream cheese is always going to be cream cheese, let's face it. So, Let's go with Tim's here first. The bagel is nice and soft. It's actually easily chewable, has the firm shell outside. This is actually more enjoyable than I thought it would be. I know last time I had a Dunkin bagel, it was so hard. It was not worth getting. Maybe today's different. This was a pretty satisfying bagel. This is one I would get. Now, of course, I'll always take more cream cheese, but they did a pretty decent job at having enough, but not too much. Now Dunkin's. It tastes fine, but it's so hard. It's just so hard and chewy that it makes it unpleasant to eat. Because it's like chewing through a tire. Now that being said, I think Dunkin's does have the better flavor. I don't know if I know it's the cream cheese. I taste a lot more cream cheese. It's more of a robust flavor. It possibly could be the onions versus the garden, but it does have less cream cheese, which I am upset to a point about. I think it could use more, but I still get a good flavor from that cream cheese. It's really carrying the bagel. The seasoning comes through nice. The only problem is it's just so hard. It's so hard that it's unpleasurable. I think the cream cheese is really what's carrying this. Okay, now this is a tough call because as far as the bagel, I would go with Tim Hortons every time. It's softer, it's just a nicer bagel to eat. But the cream cheese flavor was just like so much more robust and present with Dunkin'. But honestly, I think I'm still going to give it to Tim just because it's easier to eat. Like, even though the cream cheese may have been more robust, it could have been just the flavor itself. But the bagel was just all around nicer from Tim's, so Tim's is gonna get that one. Now, we're gonna do bacon sandwiches. We got Tim's bacon, egg, and cheese. We got the Dunkin' bacon, egg, and cheese. Or no, those were reversed. This is the Tim's bacon, egg, and cheese. This is the Dunkin' bacon, egg, and cheese with a bit of guac on it. Okay. The muffin is nice and soft. It's not too annoyingly hard and firm. The bacon is pretty flavorful. I'm not tasting too much of the cheese or the egg, but I think the fact that the bread is not too firm makes it a very nice sandwich. It's pretty standard, but it's pretty good. Definitely would be better if it was a little bit more warm yet, but can't always get what you want. And now the Tim's. The bread's a little bit more spongy, but you can really get the flavor of the egg. The egg and the bacon have more of a, they taste closer to home cooked. I'm not saying that they taste like home cooked because they're very far from home cooked flavor, but it just tastes, the Tim Hortons tastes a little bit more real, a little less manufactured. Not by much, but just enough of an amount to be noticeable. I'm gonna give this round the Tim's. I think the flavors just come together more. It just is a more well-rounded flavor, I think. Now we're moving on to my favorite. I really wish I had more room on the heating pad because these are really cooled off by now. Now we have sausage sandwich. The Dunkin sausage sandwich. The Tim's sausage sandwich. The bread again has a nice softness level. It's not too hard. It definitely is. It could have been toasted a little bit better, but no big deal. The sausage actually is a very nice spice flavor. Now, I will say, I think the egg is a little funky tasting. And I'm not getting any notes of cheese, really. Not enough for me to notice, anyway. This is definitely a sandwich I could see myself eating again. Definitely better when it would be hot. And now the Tim's. Again, the bread is a little bit more spongy. Not in a bad way. It just has more more impact to it. Again, the egg is very prominently flavored. I'm not really tasting sausage or cheese. All in all, it's not a bad sandwich. I think I would still get this. However, I'm gonna have to award this round to Dunkin' Donuts, purely based on their sausage is full of flavor. This sausage is it's only slightly noticeable. All right. Ooh. Well, now I don't know which one is which. I'm gonna guess this one's the bacon. We're gonna bacon snack wraps. I'm gonna go with this one first, just because I have no idea if it is the bacon, so I'm gonna guess that it is. Again, the bacon really comes through for Tim. Now, even though it definitely could use more bacon, but even with the one or maybe two pieces that are in there, it does, you do get a full bacon flavor out of it. Yeah, again, the bacon and the egg just taste more real. And now the Dunkin' bacon snack wrap, which they definitely toasted it good, so this is gonna be super crunchy, I think. It just doesn't, yeah, it doesn't have that full bacon and egg flavor. It just tastes a little watered down is all. It's not terrible, but like, I would always prefer the sausage because it just has a more full flavor because of the sausage. So this round's gonna go to Tim's. All right. Now, the sausage snack wrap. Let's do Tim's first. I'm getting a little bit more flavor out of the sausage. But it's still not the same as Dunkin'. It just doesn't have a real pop to it like Dunkin's does. I do wish that they were still warmed up. So, now we have the sausage wake up wrap from Dunkin'. It's just immediate flavor. Yeah, The Dunkin sausage is just so much better than Tim's. The flavor is so much more present. Come on, ice packs. Why do you have to be such a jerk every time? Wow, there goes my muffin. All right, well, we're on the muffins now anyway, so. All right, so the only muffin that I knew they had in common was blueberry. Since both of these places, their apps are not entirely accurate. I'm pretty sure Dunkin had way more muffins than their apps. Their app only has 2 muffins. It didn't have apple fritter on it. Like, the apps are just incorrect. So both places, I wasn't sure. Blueberry was on both apps, so that was the one that I chose to get. I personally would have chosen another type of muffin to the blueberry, but since I knew I could compare, that's what I went with. So we have Dunkin blueberry muffin, which looks like they use a sugar for the topping, versus the Tim's blueberry muffin, which looks like they use a streusel for the topping. All right. I don't think I've had the blueberry muffin from Dunkin', though, ever. So this is gonna be a first for me. And not bad. Blueberry would not be my first choice of muffin, obviously, but it comes through nice. It's moist, it's soft. There's definitely a lot of blueberry flavor. I'm not getting a whole lot of crunch from the topping, though. There was a bit more crunch. Just trying to wipe the sticky off my hands. But man, I'm almost out of wet wipes, so it has to be a jerk. All right, now the Tim Hortons blueberry muffin, that is, muffin. It definitely held together much nicer, taking it out of the wrapper. Like I said, it has that streusel on top that I'm kind of excited for. I don't think it's going to be a very big thing, just like Dunkin'. The sugar was not a very huge detail. This one is much nice and fluffier and softer. However, the blueberries are not as plentiful. You can really taste or feel the firmness of the muffin cap. And it's just so soft and springy. Could it use more blueberries in the middle? Yes. But as a muffin, Tim Hortons was just much, much better. All right. Now let's get into it. We have 24 donuts. 12 from each place. Oh, 25. That's right, because the The apple fritter at Dunkin does not count as a donut. You have to get that separate. I got something in my teeth, so please forgive me while I try and get out whatever's in my teeth. All right. Now, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do this. I've already eaten quite a substantial amount of food, so we'll see what I can do here. Whew. It's a bit daunting looking at it, but let's get into it. We're gonna start with the obvious first pick. Glazed versus glazed. We got the Dunkin glazed. And we got the Tim Hortons glazed. Let's see how they fare. This Dunkin actually isn't bad. It has a nice donut feel to it. I'm pleasantly surprised. Now let's see how Tim's holds up. Oh man. This Dunkin', whether it be because of the heat pad or not, felt more donut-like. It was much more fluffier and softer on the inside. But Tim's just like is better. Much softer, much fluffier. It almost has a little bit of a cinnamon taste to it, I think. Not heavily, but it almost tastes like there's just like a little bit of cinnamon. Tim's is the winner here. Okay. What next? Let's do... That's not a bad thing. Sour cream versus sour cream. We got your Dunkin' sour cream. And you got your Tim's sour cream. Whoa. That's wild, dude. I'm not sure what exactly the flavor is, but there's like an additional flavor in this sour cream. Honestly, it's possible that that is the sour cream. It's just actually prominent in this one. That was awesome. Now, I'm no stranger to Dunkin' sour cream, but it doesn't taste like that. Don't get me wrong, it's good. But it only tastes a little bit different from like a standard glazed. This one in particular is good. Better than a lot of other Dunkins I go to. This one, it almost has like a slight funnel cake taste to it. They're both of these sour creams were delicious, but I'm giving it to Tim's because it just had a very, very unique and robust flavor, and it was just unmatched. That sun is beating on me hard. I was hoping to get done before the sun peaked out, but I'm in trouble now. I'm hoping the video does not suffer because of the sun, because it's literally in one of the worst spots possible. Okay. Let's do a basic donut, but the chocolate iced versus the chocolate dip. The Dunkin' chocolate iced. Tim Hortons chocolate dip. Looking at them, I probably wouldn't be able to tell them apart if you handed them to me. Actually, you know what? This does look like a Dunkin', just the way it's iced. It's iced very manufactured. This doesn't look like manufactured ice. Basic but good. Interesting. The chocolate tastes very different. The chocolate has like an awkward flavor to it that I'm not a fan of. It reminds me of like the way Hershey's chocolate, like just the standard chocolate, the Hershey's also has an awkward flavor that I'm not exactly a fan of. I almost want to say maybe they use Hershey's chocolate. It doesn't taste exactly like Hershey's chocolate though. It's been a while since I had like a syrupy Hershey's though, but I'm giving this one to Dunkin because it doesn't have that taste. I'd be willing to bet that they use Hershey's to make their chocolate. If I were to take a guess, because that would kind of explain what that, whatever that flavor was. It's not for me. I wouldn't say it's terrible. Obviously, a lot of people like things like Hershey's chocolate, but yeah, Dunkin definitely wins the chocolate just because of that. That actually makes me nervous about some of these other chocolate ones. All right, what are we at? Oh man, we already hit an hour. But I was recording before I started eating, so. I think let's do, I'm not sure if I've ever had Dunkin's apple fritter, but I heard it's like one of the best. So we're doing apple fritter versus apple fritter. We have a Dunkin apple fritter, which from what I understand may be filled with actually like an apple pie type filling. And we have Tim Hortons apple fritter. This is very good. Now Tim's looks like it has filling in it as well. However, it does seem to be like a drier type filling. Maybe the moisture soaked in. That bite was a little bit more moist. It's almost like the filling of this apple fritter is almost like what you would expect if you did like an apple cinnamon roll. Like it's not like a pie filling, it's more like if you were to do like a cinnamon roll with apples in it. If you can see. Yeah, it's much less apple pie, more of like a dry apple rub almost. Not bad, but not exactly what I expected. Now this one does have more of an apple pie-like filling. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I can see it. As far as before the apple filling, I would give it to Tim Hortons. I think the donut itself was just better, but we're just about to get to the apple, so we'll see how it goes. So this one does have more of a pie-like filling, but with that comes kind of a cheapy, syrupy flavor. So I'm gonna say hands down, the better apple fritter is definitely Tim Hortons. I just wish their apple insides were more pie-like this, instead of more of like a dry pie type thing. All right, I'm starting to get hot. So I'm going to real quick turn my air conditioner on, because if I'm hot, that means my cameras are liable to overheat. And I am not eating all of this for nothing. So for those of you in the Uncut channel, cut me some slack on this one. Protecting the videos, hopefully it's not too late, because that sun is beating on me. I will be right back in 1 minute. But I have to make sure that the cameras do not turn themselves off. All right. Now, I didn't look at camera number 2. I'm hoping it's all right. Right now, we're still rolling on camera 1. But let's see. I need to resituate my legs so that my ankle isn't digging in the floor. Hopefully that'll keep the camera from dying. I've had both of these cameras fail. Luckily, both times that the cameras have failed, it's always been after I'm done. But I've already hit an hour, so both of them have been running already, so I'm worried. Now, lucky, it was only 2 seconds to run to the front seat, so. I don't know, maybe should I have kept talking? I guess it doesn't matter. Like, there's so many videos of me not getting up, like. Not only that, but only the people who actually are fans watch the entirety of the Uncut one, so I don't really have to worry about people coming and raging about, oh, you got up, oh, you must be faking, oh. So, well, thank you to all the true fans who watch the uncut footage. I mean, I know I do, but usually that's not content that I could really watch. Even ones that are only 10 minutes long, it's hard for me to sit through an uncut eat. All right, where are we gonna pick up? Hopefully that air conditioner makes me feel better too, because the sun beating on my back is tough. I should have planned better or something. All right, where do we want to move into next? I think let's do the seasonals. So, pumpkin versus pumpkin. Here's the Dunkin pumpkin. Here's the Tim Horton pumpkin. I do like the way the Tim Horton pumpkin looks, but looks ain't taste, right? I'd say it has a good cross between pumpkin and spice, but neither of them are very strong. I almost want to double check and make sure it was pumpkin spice. Because like it doesn't taste like any pumpkin spice I've ever had ever. But I know it's definitely the pumpkin donut, or whatever their fall donut is. Alright. Now, the Dunkin pumpkin. I may be losing my flavor. I feel like I've had this one before, but it only tastes very faintly like pumpkin. It mostly tastes like a standard Dunkin cake donut. Based on pumpkin flavor alone, I would give it to neither of them because I'm not really getting a pumpkin or a spicy. I mean, it is there, but like it's not there, and like I said, that may just be my own flavor sensors right now. But I'm going to give this one to Tim Hortons just because the donut itself was better. It had a nice hearty layer of glaze versus this one. It was more, theirs may have not been a cake donut, which instantly makes this one not as good, because this one is a cake donut. So that may be really what the difference was. All right, well, I think all the rest of the donuts I'm relatively familiar with. Well, I guess, yeah, the pumpkin one's really the only one I never had before. Except I thought it tasted different than that, but I guess I could be wrong. All right, I think I may go chocolate ones here. Clear out my nose a little bit. If I can finish all this, this will be the most calories I've ever eaten in one sitting. Just so everybody who is still with me knows that. Because when I originally put this into my calculator, it came out to like 11,000, I think it was 11,600-ish. So I was like, but that was because, like I said earlier, the apps aren't always correct. The Dunkin did not show the apple fritter. But I got the apple fritter in Tim's because I knew that Dunkin has apple fritter. I figured it was probably just because the app was wrong. So I added that in to bring my total to over 12. But just in case they didn't have the apple fritter, I then added the bagels, which were about 500 a pop because of the cream cheese. It was only like 400, I think, for the bagel, but then their serving of cream cheese is registered at 100. The Tim's was different, but I believe I just used a different method because Tim's nutrition you're only allowed to look at it if the location you're looking at is open. So the location I had to go to isn't open on Saturdays. So today's Friday, and I had to take a day off work and took yesterday off work, and today's the first Friday. Not the first. That would be a lie, because I worked 2 other Fridays. I was scheduled to work 2 other Fridays this year. I used a vacation on one of them, and I just took the day off for the other one. But it's funny how that works, because literally, you know, I don't really plan stuff for Fridays because, you know, I do know I'm supposed to be available for work. But it's like every single time. Now this is only 3 times now, but still, every single of those 3 times I planned something for Friday. What happened? Oh, scheduled to work. Now this one was unfortunately like the worst one, because this one I couldn't even reschedule, because it's like, if I'm gonna start working every Friday, now I'm gonna have to take a day off either way. Plus, this is from a request from like when I first started TikTok, so like it's time to get this one done. Like I've already passed this person, like I had to get this one, figure out a way to do it. So I just figured out a way to do it. But speaking of working on Fridays, there is some serious life updates that I'm going to be talking about for the next meal, because this is supposed to be a review meal. So I'm going to shut up and continue eating. But tune in to the next episode that'll come later this week to hear about the updates that are probably going to end up affecting the channel, unfortunately. But that's going to be for the next meal, because that's going to be a pretty long topic, I think. I think that's going to be a long topic, so because we're doing a versus review here, this intermission was already too long and we're going to get back to eating. So check out the next episode and get updated on the future of the channel that I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen yet. I'm going to have to play it by ear and hopefully we can continue doing what we're doing. It's probably going to have to get altered because I don't foresee having the time to do what I've been doing in the past at all. So things are going to change. I know I said that last week, but now they're changing in a way that I did not anticipate. So stay tuned for that information because it is a big deal. Game changer type stuff. Not only that, but unfortunate game changer, which is the unfortunate part about it. Now, hopefully our donuts are framed up okay. It's funny, the Tim Hortons donuts completely filled out the box. The Dunkin donuts did not fill out the box. But I'm pretty sure the Dunkin donuts, the most of them were at least the same size as Tim's or bigger. But honestly, I'm actually very surprised at how close this contest has been. Because I came into this expecting Tim's to kind of just walk away with it just like Krispy Kreme did. But first of all, this Dunkin' actually is significantly better than the previous Dunkin'. We also, aside from that, so we got a good Dunkin' here, and I think Tim's did not live up to my expectation quite as much as I thought they were. An interesting battle would be Tim's versus Crispy. But I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to do that because there's literally none. That's gonna be if I'm doing this full time because I would have to go out of state. So that's probably not going to happen anytime soon, unfortunately. Okay, I'm done yapping. Let's get back to the food. I feel clean. My hands aren't sticky anymore. My face is a little sticky. I'm just not gonna think about it. Let's do the chocolates. Not only the chocolates, but the double chocolates. Okay, so we got the Dunkin' double chocolate. It definitely seems very weak compared to Tim Hortons double chocolate. Tim Hortons double chocolate is nice and fat. And it's got grill marks on the bottom. What? Yeah. But the difference is this double chocolate has glaze. I think that chocolate flavor that I wasn't a fan of, not as prominent on this one. I think because of the chocolate dough. I think it spreads that flavor out because it's just in the frosting. It's definitely cakey, which isn't terrible. I do prefer the not cakey donuts, but the only reason I even mentioned it was just because of my mouth starting to dry out from all the eating. Okay. So here's the Dunkin'. Also cakey. And it's more dense. The other one was nice, fluffy, light cakey. This one's a more dense cakey. Both of them are not good for the dryness of my mouth. Oh yeah, that milk's tasting so good right now. Let's play a little game. Now, which place do you think cost more? It actually was not a huge difference. I actually, the Timbits they gave me for free because I've never had Timbits before, and they told me that I have to try them, so they gave me one of each, that's fabulous. Like, what a great morning. The Tim people were just awesome. It was a delight being there at 6 in the morning. All right, the Dunkin', they gave me the extra hash browns, which actually comes close to covering the discrepancy, to be honest. So what were your guesses? Which one's more? I guess I kind of just gave it away there, huh? So the Dunkin' was $45.31 before tax, and the Tim's was $36.43. Whoa, what? Something ain't right here. What? Now how? So you tell me how 36.43 turns into, oh, maybe that's a 38. Never mind, that was a 38. It's 38.43. The receipt is a little worn out, but yes, it's 38.43, so that makes more sense. 39.78 after tax. And this one was 45.31. 46.88 after tax. The hash browns were $2, just under $2, $1.79. So Dunkin' Donuts is more expensive for basically the exact same stuff. I mean, oh, I guess I should have switched sides. Tim Hortons has been on this side all day, right? I'm trying to think of why there would be any reason. I'm pretty sure there is no reason. Dunkin' is just more expensive by a fraction amount. Let's see, what are the donut differences? Interesting. I'm not gonna sit here and do this. Sorry. It was weird because it looked like one, I don't know, I would have to go through it, but that's not what we're doing. We're here to eat, so I'm going to get the chocolate donuts out of the way because I'm done with the cakey donuts. I want to get back to the nice soft donuts. So the Dunkin' chocolate cake donut, Tim's chocolate cake donut. All right. This one tastes slightly awkward. Not in like a terrible way. I just can't figure out what the flavor is, really. All right, well. I'm sick of chewing all day because it's cakey. All right. Now the Dunkin. It's the same thing as the last one. This one, the cake is actually way more desirable. But this one doesn't have that goofy chocolate flavor, so Dunkin just wins the chocolate. I don't know what it is, but just is one of those flavors that just doesn't really agree with me. It's not even that it's bad, I would still eat it. But it's just like with Hershey's, I would rather get like a Dove or some other chocolate. Okay. Now, I think the last cake donuts are the blueberry. And I am beginning to feel the signs of being full. I don't know how much longer I got. So this is gonna be interesting. Whew. Luckily I saved some of my more favorite donuts till the end here. But we got the blueberry. Now, Dunkin has a blueberry cake donut. Tim Hortons has a blueberry sour cream donut. I have a strong feeling that the Tim Hortons is just going to be the hands down winner on this one. This one's actually pretty good. I can tell my body's over it though. Because the blueberry flavor has put me off. Even though I know I like the blueberry flavor. And we got Tim's. Tim's is much better. The bread is softer. The glaze is more of a shell. It has a nice crunchy texture on the top of it. That's basically just due to the sour cream, but it does add a new dynamic to it. And it doesn't have as much of a overpowering blueberry flavor. It's more of a nice blueberry flavor, which I do admit that it's probably because I've eaten so much that the Dunkin' one was a little bit too much. But either way, the Tim Hortons blueberry is just still better in every way. I'm thinking it may just be in my benefit to stop here. If I'm starting to get some flavor fatigue, I don't want it to sacrifice the review. I also don't want to be driving around feeling that full if I am that full, which I don't feel that full yet, but like I said, I don't know how much longer I got here. I don't know I'm that full until I'm that full. Just let me sit here and think for 1 minute. Let's see. How many do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hi. What? Oh, that's right, because there was an extra apple fritter. I don't want to like rush and create a bad review, but yeah, I'm just gonna, I don't know, I always feel bad packing it in, especially when it's like this, because I think I could do it, but the price I would pay for doing it would not be fun. So, I guess I'll do the Timbits though. I think this one is a honey glazed Timbit. Okay. I'm glad. Or was that the party cake? I don't think there was a party on top though. Yeah, I can't even swallow Timbits, I'm dumb. I'm finishing the Timbits and then we'll finish the review when I can accurately review. I think the blueberries already took a hit. Because I know this blueberry donut was better than most Dunkin' Donuts blueberry donuts. But I couldn't appreciate it in that way, so. Now we got the chocolate Timbit. I'm guessing this is the normal Timbit. That one may have been the apple cider. Maybe this one's the normal. That one was the apple cider. That one tastes like apple. But I'm gonna call it for now because I just don't want to put myself in a bad situation. The eating is starting to take a while. I know we've already gone far overboard. What are we at? Yeah, this is already way overboard. So, you know, it is what it is, I suppose, but nobody watches the uncut stuff anyway, so I'm not too worried about the uncut being so long. But we're gonna do these later today, probably when I get back home. I should be fine. I'm gonna go get a box for these, and you know, who knows, maybe I'll take it easy today. Maybe I won't go as big for meal number 2 as I was expecting to. We'll see. We'll see how I feel, because it would involve a lot of running around, but I did want to do some experimenting with filming stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be another day where it's all up to how I feel. So, myself included, and to you, what in the world will I eat next? Yeah, sorry it didn't get finished here, but the review continues.